Welcome, guys. I'm so glad you're joining me for this explainer. Listen, have you noticed a bit of a dip in your energy lately? If you're waking up feeling just a little heavier or more sluggish than you used to, I really want you to hear this loud and clear. Experiencing a low mood or a dip in your vitality is absolutely not just a side effect of getting older. Far too many men just write off their fatigue as an inevitable part of aging, but speaking to you from my perspective as a pharmacist, that's just not the whole story. You haven't lost your edge. What you're likely experiencing right now is a series of very manageable biological shifts. So today we're going to walk through the real, proven science of getting your energy back.
Think about your daily routine for a second. Does it just feel draining? A little too repetitive? Like you've lost that usual spark that used to get you out of bed with a real sense of mission? I'm speaking directly to you right now, man to man. The truth is, turning 50 isn't the beginning of the end. No way. It should be the start of your golden era. This is a time when you possess the wisdom and the experience to really enjoy life. That feeling of being constantly exhausted, it's simply a biological shift. And more importantly, it's a shift that you have the complete power to reverse.
To get that spark back, we absolutely need a game plan. Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We're hitting the biology of low mood, sunlight and vitamin D, smart movement, brain-boosting nutrition, social connection, and a really crucial medication review.
Okay, let's dive right into this. First up, the biology of low mood.
Before we jump into the solutions, we really need to peek under the hood. Look, your lack of energy isn't a personal failure. It is literally just chemistry. Serotonin and dopamine, these are your body's natural neurotransmitters. You can think of them as the chemical messengers that are entirely responsible for happiness, your drive, and your ability to relax. But here's the catch. As we age, our brains naturally produce lower levels of these exact chemicals. On top of that, our digestive system gets a little less efficient at absorbing key vitamins over time. These internal biological shifts, they are the true root cause of the blues. You aren't lazy, your chemical engine just needs a different kind of tune-up to keep those feel-good levels totally optimized. Grounding ourselves in this clear medical science is really the first step to feeling better.
Moving right along to Section 2, Sunlight and Vitamin D. Knowing that our brain needs a little help naturally leads us right to our first solution. And the great news is these feel-good chemicals can actually be stimulated from the outside in. Step number 1 focuses on the incredibly powerful connection between morning light and your daily mood. Step 1 is all about harnessing the power of sunlight and vitamin D. Medical science consistently shows us that a vitamin D deficiency is directly linked to mood swings and mild depressive symptoms. So here's your new daily habit. I want you to aim for 15 to 20 minutes of morning or late afternoon sunlight every single day. Literally, just stepping outside and letting the sun hit your skin kickstarts that chemical process right in your brain. Secondly, the next time you go in for blood work, ask your doc to check your vitamin D levels. If they come back significantly low, don't just guess at the pharmacy aisle. Consult a pharmacist or your doctor about choosing the exact right daily supplement to get you back into that optimal range.
Let's move to our next section and see how this builds. Smart movement.
Step 2. Once you're outside getting that sunlight, you might as well put your body into motion, right? This step is all about physical activity. But let me reassure you right now, grueling marathon runs and heavy, punishing gym sessions are absolutely not what your aging joints need to boost your mood. And this brilliantly illustrates the difference. Intense, exhausting workouts can actually leave guys over 50 feeling totally depleted and sore for days. Instead, what your body really craves is just a 20-minute brisk daily walk. It's the ultimate sweet spot. A brisk walk actively triggers the release of endorphins, which are your body's natural mood lifters, while actively reducing cortisol, your main stress hormone. Making a brisk walk a daily ritual, maybe right at sunrise, will completely transform your daily energy levels. And bonus, you won't be destroying your knees in the process.
All right, on to Section 4, Brain-Boosting Nutrition. We've covered the body, now we really need to shift our focus to fueling the mind. Step number 3 is all about nutrition. Think of your brain like a muscle. If you don't use it and if you don't provide it with proper nutrient-dense fuel, it weakens. Protecting your cognitive sharpness has to be a top priority in your 50s and beyond. Now, what's really interesting about this is how certain foods act as a biological shield for your brain, specifically through omega-3 fatty acids. Incorporating walnuts, which coincidentally kind of look like little brains, actively protects your cognitive sharpness. Salmon and fatty fish act as heavy-duty neuroprotectors, and things like flax seeds and extra virgin olive oil actively support mood regulation. By intentionally bringing these specific healthy foods into your weekly diet, you are directly handing your brain the raw materials it needs to fight off brain fog and that heavy low mood.
Next up, Section 5, Social Connection.
For step 4, we're going to pivot slightly from the physical to the emotional. This step focuses entirely on human connection, the real dangers of isolation, and releasing the toxic stress that we all tend to accumulate over decades.
You know, you've spent decades carrying the weight of career goals and family responsibilities. But strong social ties, they are your absolute greatest asset right now. In fact, medical studies often compare the health risks of prolonged isolation to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's staggering. So avoid total isolation at all costs. It's one of the biggest triggers for low mood. Call up and reconnect with old buddies. Take the time to share your incredibly valuable life experience with younger generations. There's immense power in mentorship. And pick up a new hobby to stimulate those brain cells. Learning something new, while cutting out the negative news cycles that just raise your blood pressure, naturally restores a deep, lasting sense of purpose to your everyday life.
And finally, Section 6, the medication review.
Now we arrive at step 5, which is quite possibly the most critical step of this entire explainer. I am putting my pharmacist hat firmly on for this one, because this is where so many guys get tripped up without even realizing it.
So the crucial point here is understanding the stark difference between why you are taking a pill and what else it might be doing to you. You might be taking a daily medication for its intended drug effect, like lowering your blood pressure, managing your cholesterol, or maybe helping you sleep. But what many guys over 50 don't realize is that the potential side effect of these very common prescriptions can be an unexplained low mood, lingering fatigue, or the blues. If you're doing everything right, you're walking, you're eating well, you're getting sun, and you still feel heavy, you need to check your pill bottles. I strongly advise you to sit down with your doctor or pharmacist for a thorough review. But remember, and this is vital, never ever quit a prescribed medication cold turkey on your own.
Before we wrap up today, I must deliver an essential medical disclaimer. There is a very clear medical difference between standard lifestyle blues and clinical depression. Occasional blues are entirely normal. Hey, we all have off days. However, if you feel a persistent heaviness, a complete lack of interest in things you used to love, and it lasts for more than 2 weeks, that requires professional healthcare intervention. Please, do not try to just tough it out. Reach out to a medical professional to get the proper guidance and support you absolutely deserve.
Your health and your vitality are entirely within your grasp. But as we've seen today, your mood isn't just about trying to think positively. It's a complex, manageable equation of sunlight, movement, neuronutrition, and pharmacy. Age is literally just a number. So I leave you with this provocative thought. If you are feeling chronically exhausted today, which of your biological engines is actually running on empty? Let me know what daily habit lifts your spirits in the comments. And make sure to subscribe to Senior Med Tips so you never miss out on these insights. Take charge of your chemistry, guys. I'll see you next time.